YouTube, what's going on YouTube? What is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy one more time, DEDRICKHICKSJR, and now I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell good, family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. And as always, man, it's positive energy, it's positive vibes, and most importantly, it is positive vibes only. All right, so today, Smell Good family, we are here to do my favorite video that I love to do each and every week, and that is the weekly rotation video. All right, so this is rotation 186, I believe. 186 straight weeks of doing this rotation, covering every fragrance that I wore during the week of September the 21st. All right, so although the first day of fall basically came and went last week, we are still dealing with some warmer temperatures here, even a couple of hot days last week as well, but definitely a nice variety of fragrances last week. All right, so let's go ahead and kick it off with Sunday. Sunday, had to go into work, had to go into the office, and just wanted something that was going to just work. Just work, and this indeed did that. From the house of Ex Nihilo, we went with Blue Talisman on Sunday. Blue Talisman on Sunday. One of the very best versatile do-it-all fragrances that you can have. In my opinion, it is one of the GOAT blues of all time. 1A, 1B for me. But there's the beautiful citruses and a pear note in here that's very prominent off of my skin. You get the wood, you get the ambroxan, you get the ginger. A basic lineup when you look at the note pyramid, but what makes this special to me is the blend. Just the creativity here, how this was put together and rolled out. It's very popular in the community. There's countless and countless clones and inspired takes of this showing up, and that's usually a salute to a DNA. All right, and this has it, and it's really, really good. Great perform off my skin. I've smelled some pretty good takes on it, but there's nothing like the OG. Nothing like the OG. I would never recommend a clone over an OG, an original, and I stand here saying the same thing about this one for sure. Great fragrance, great performance, do-it-all versatile king. From the house of Ex Nihilo on Sunday, we went with the Blue Talisman. Just can't go wrong with this one, man. In my opinion, you just can't go wrong. All right, on Monday was an off day. We talk about it still being warm. This was the first day of fall, I believe. And it was very warm outside. We were still 90 degrees on Monday. Had a few things to take care of. Did a live stream later on that night, and this was just fitting. Wanted to get another spin out of this one before I put it up for the fall and the winter. From the house of Sir, we have Eau Gingembre. Eau Gingembre. One of my favorite pickups of the year this year. I'm a huge fan of ginger, huge fan, and this is done overly right. The fresh spicy tones, the citrus play here, kind of this molecular molecule push as well with this fragrance. It's just stunning. It's a stunning take on ginger. It is ginger. I've talked about this and how realistic the ginger comes off. You go to your local store, you buy a piece of ginger, you cut it open, and you just kind of smell it. That's what this smells like. You know, infused with some like lemons, like fresh lemon juice. It's outstanding. Just works really well when you're moving around, when you're going to be outdoors. It's a little bit warmer outside. Just perfect. I love it. From the house of Sir, you have Eau Gingembre on Monday. Really good stuff. All right, up next on Tuesday, we return to the office, and this is just, the DNA in general is just can't miss. It's a more masculine DNA, but it is absolutely fantastic. And I've talked about this brand. I talk about this brand often, and I do not have the original to this because the inspired take is just that good. From the house of Yomaleo on Tuesday, we went with Love Again. Love Again on Tuesday. Starting to get a little dent with that bottle for sure. Getting a little dent there. This is their take on Louis Vuitton's Lovers, which I love. I smelled Lovers first. I have a decant of Lovers, and I thought it was fantastic. And then Yomaleo came out with their impression. I was like, wow, this is a true one-to-one experience. The difference between the two, the Love Again, it's almost a perfect masculine woody fragrance. Almost like it could be actually. This one right here has a little bit more depth. There's a little bit more depth, a little bit more body to this one. The performance on this is nuclear. The performance on Lovers is really, really good too. but this has nuclear. I'm talking 9-10 hours of very solid performance. I did catch 2 compliments walking into the building, going to work. I was, outside, so my sillage was going, the breeze was carrying the fragrance, and it's a great performer. These are extrait de parfums, so you get a little oomph with these, and I love the DNA. I have different versions of it, but there's a reason why I don't have the original, and this is why. This is great for the office, great daily wear, especially if you're just kind of moving around throughout the week, taking care of things. From the house of Yeoman Leo on Tuesday, back to the office, we went with Love again, their take on Louis Vuitton's Lovers. Really good stuff, all right? On Wednesday is meeting day. If you've been rocking out this channel for, I don't know, the last few months, you guys kind of know what's been going on with my career. And Wednesdays are meeting days. Just get together with the other leaders on campus, and we sit around and have dialogues and conversations. Decisions have to be made and things of that nature. So I like to wear things that are fitting for that occasion, and usually clean. It's usually fresh. It's something that's not loud and not offensive in any way. But this one right here, I kind of was feeling myself on Wednesday, so I went with this one. From the house of Fragrance Dubois, we went with London Spice on Wednesday. London Spice. Beautiful, fresh, masculine fragrance here. Mint, wood, spices. Bit of a aquatic touch to this fragrance. It's just absolutely stellar. It's classy. It's just one of those ones, man, that if you smell it and you like it, it's like, yeah, I gotta have this in the collection. Like I said, sophistication and class personified with this fragrance. I'm not the biggest lover of mint, but the way the mint is done in here with the fresh takes and the woody takes in here, it's just really done really, really well. And I really enjoy it, man. I got this for a Father's Day gift earlier this year. So wearing it to the office, it's perfect. It's literally one of the more perfect fragrances for an office meeting, kind of elbow to elbow. That's kind of space that you have in these meetings. Just works, man. Just works. From the house of Fragrance Dubois on Wednesday, meeting day, we went with the London Spice. London Spice. Really great fragrance here. Great quality, beautiful. Up next on Thursday, kind of switched it up all the way. So at my job site, when our crew goes injury-free during the month, we have this big steak cookout for them. And we've been very blessed to have everybody be able to go home the same way they came in, where I'm at, and we celebrate that. It's a big deal, and I'm outside, I'm on the grill, we flipping steaks, we got the garlic bread out there, salads and ice. It's a big deal, where I work. And I was gonna be outside and I was gonna be on the grill, so I was ready for that. So I went with something that I didn't wear this year, and I wanted to get it on the list, so to speak, before it got cooler. From the house of Lorenzo Pagliazza, we went with Summer Hammer. Summer Hammer for the cookout at the job. Most complimented fragrance, was it? It's tied for the most complimented fragrance of the week. 3 compliments with this. Even when I was on the grill, one of my buddies came over. He would drive trucks now. He saw me and came over and hollered at me. He said, man, what that is you got on there? We outside. We outside. The grill smoke's going. The steaks are on the grill. He said, man, what you got going on, man? Hit me with an uppercut, So it's like that. It's a very beautiful tropical fragrance. I'm not overly infatuated with like the tropical vibe. I like my tropical fragrances a certain type of way. And this is a certain type of way. All right. So big bowl of fruits, this beautiful blend with the coconut here. This kind of the fruitiness of this just kind of blended in. There's a little bit of warmth to it as well. It's just outstanding. Beautiful fragrance for a day outside on the grill. It just absolutely works. Excellent performer, and compliments. If you're looking for compliments, here you go. If you haven't heard of Summer Hammer yet, you're slipping a little bit. Tap in, get your sample, see for yourself. On Thursday, flipping steaks on the grill. Yeah, your boy can get out on the grill. We have Lorenzo Pagliazza's Summer Hammer. Great stuff. Like I said, I had to get aware of this before summer was done for sure. Up next on Friday, debuted a brand new full bottle, but I've experienced this recently, and I said I was going to get this during a review that I did recently, really diving into the house of Bottega. And I love this stuff. It is an amazing, unique, versatile fragrance. From the house of Bottega the Victorious, we have Azrak on Friday. Looks very similar to Blue Sapphire, but Blue Sapphire has a jewel right here, a blue diamond here. This one doesn't. What is this all about? It's just unique. Pineapple, citruses, oud, rose, florals, other florals accompanied with the rose, like it's kind of like white floral concoction here. I love it, man. I was complimented twice with this fragrance on Friday. I went out with some of my really good friends on Friday morning, went to breakfast and just had a really good time catching up with my friends, man. We don't get to hang out a lot like that, so when we do, it's really dope. So got up, went out, warmer day, early, I don't say early, went out about like 10 a.m., hung out till about like 12:30, so it was a really good time. And this was a fragrance that kind of complimented my vibe. All right, so really good. It ain't for everybody. I recommend getting a sample of this. Azrak is one, like I said, you got some, it's fruity, it's a little green, it's woodsy, you got some rose, you got some oud, you got some musk. It's just a lot going on here, and it really starts to shine when you get to the mid and the dry down. A super unique opening. Again, not going to be for everybody, but this stuff is awesome. This is a year-round fragrance that you can wear for whatever, honestly. And you're going to be hearing a lot about this. I really can appreciate a versatile fragrance that has unique layers to it, and this has it. Boudicca is awesome. I'm 6 bottles in, I believe, and a few more on my list. All right, so on Friday, great time with good people, and of course your boy was smelling great. From the house of Boudicca the Victorious, we have Azrak for Friday. Azrak on Friday. All right, and last but not least, this was a tie for the most complimented fragrance of the week. This is the most affordable fragrance on this list, and it goes to show you, and I've said it before, it does not cost a lot of money to smell fantastic. And this is the case. This is a $40 fragrance that doesn't have no hype in the community. The brand has a little bit of a buzz from where from what I've seen, but this is an awesome fragrance. From the house of Azaha Perfumes, we have Vetiver Pepper. Vetiver Pepper from Azaha Perfumes. Starting to get a little dent in there. $40 fragrance. You can get this on Amazon. You can get this from the actual website. All different places. This is a beautiful green apple, fresh rose, vetiver, like a clean, soapy vetiver, and this ambergris combo. Matter of fact, those are the notes, but you get exactly that here. Opens up with that apple and that rose really battling with that ambergris. That gives off this kind of musky, a musky feel to the fragrance. But as it starts to get into its mid and its dry down, this is where it really shines and the magic really happens. So out and about with the family on Saturday. My brother-in-law is in town from overseas. So we were, hanging out, and, we went to a few places. Got a compliment in Best Buy. Got a compliment in Target. Got a compliment in Ross. All right. So we did a little moving around, and I don't know. Like, it smells really, really good to me. Like I said, the mid and the dry down is where this really shines. When you see vetiver and pepper, there's a pink pepperish vibe to it, but you don't get really no spice to this. But you do get like a pink pepperish feel to it. The vetiver in here is not the standout. The standout is the rose and apple combo, in my opinion, and that ambergris musk in the base. You can get the vetiver. It's very clean in here. This is a great versatile daily everyday driver, and it's unique. It's not a blue fragrance, but it's the freshness of this allows it to be worn in many situations. I've worn this to the office, I've worn this to the movies, I've worn this out and about, different scenarios. This stuff is really good. It's affordable, and again, it don't cost a lot of money to smell fantastic. Most complimented fragrance of the week, tied for most complimented with Summer Hammer and this one, but $40. It's really good. And if you like apple, you like rose, you like musk, then you might like this. I don't know where you can sample it, but don't take my word for it. See for yourself. So on Saturday to close out the week, from the house of Azaha Perfumes, we went with the Vetiver Pepper. Vetiver pepper. Yes, the name is a bit misleading for sure. I will say that. You see, because it was misleading for me. I blind bought this. So it was misleading for me, but when I got it in, I was happy. I was happy with what I got. So great fragrance to close out the week. So there you have it. That was my rotation of the week. What was yours? What did you guys wear? What were you feeling? What was new? What did you revisit? What was a no? I want to hear all about it down below in the comments. We have great conversations for sure each and every week during the weekly rotation videos, and I look forward to it, man. So thank y'all for all y'all support. As always, this channel is nothing without you guys. I appreciate everybody who rocks out with me genuinely, because you want to be here and support this channel. Man, I don't take it for granted. It goes a long way. Thank you guys for all you do for this channel, and enjoy your journey. Enjoy your fragrance journey. I said lately, and I'm going to keep saying it, don't get caught up in all the hoopla, all the rah-rah, clones versus niche and niche versus designers and all that. Don't get caught up in all that. Find your lane, see what works for you, and enjoy. That's it. Find your lane and see what works for you. I'm not going to be for everybody. My content's not going to be for everybody, and that's cool with me. I'm not in it for that. It doesn't bother me one way or another. But I am overly appreciative of the people who do invest in me and take time out to see what I got going on, you know, build some camaraderie, have some conversations, whether it's a live stream or standard, you know, video. So I'm appreciative of it all, but most importantly, enjoy your journey. Have fun. All right. So till next time, be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. Always positive energy, always positive vibes only. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. So splack it up, splack it down, splack that thing all around. And remember, what you put onto this world, that's exactly where you're going to get back. That's for sure now. Peace, man. Y'all have a great week. Until next time, splacker.